Hi guys and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how we can use cookies and sessions in ASP.NET for ScenePG 212 to save and retrieve data that the user has entered. Let's get started. Okay, so here we have our GUI, and what I want us to do is if the user clicks on create cookie, it should create a cookie with the name entered and save the password in the password attribute or the key, as I will show you now. And we need to add the seconds to expire. So if the user enters 20 seconds, the cookie should not be saved after 20 seconds, which means if we create a cookie with the password and the seconds to expire we set to 10 seconds, we should not be able to receive any output for the password value after 10 seconds when we get to request cookie. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to do, I want to create a new cookie. I'm going to do it by HTTP cookie. I'm going to call it the cookie equals, and it's a new cookie, which will give the name of the text box, which is txt cookie name.text. And now, like I said, we need to save the password attribute or the key. So we're going to say the cookie. As you guys can see there, it wants a string key. So this can be whatever you want. Password equals txt password dot text. And now we need to add the seconds to expire. Also straightforward. The cookie dot expires equals date and time, the date and time of now, and add seconds. How many seconds? It's specify in the txt.seconds text box, and of course I need to pass this to a double. Okay, and all that's left to do now is we need to add a cookie to the rest of the HTTP cookies on the website. So we do that by typing response.cookies.add, and then the name of the cookie is the cookie. And after that we need to display an appropriate message in the label output.text equals has been added. Okay, so let's see if we get an error by quickly running it. Cookie name, this one, password is 333, seconds to expire, let's make it 10, create cookie. Okay, so no error. Now I want to request the cookie and I want to display the password value that we have just saved in this one cookie, and I'm going to specify which cookie in this one, in the cookie name, which in this case will be this one, but there's no code, so let's quickly go and write that code. Request cookie. Now request cookie it's straightforward. All you need to do is you need to create a new cookie, HTTP cookie, but instead of creating a new one I'm going to request, because if the user clicks on that button he says that the cookie already exists, so we don't need to create a new cookie, we need to fetch an already created cookie. So request.cookie, and this is block brackets and then the name that was entered in the text box, and let's display it in the password label, the password that has been saved. So that will be the cookie, the parameter or the key value will be password, all small letters, and toString. Let's quickly test that. object not set to an instance of a variable. Okay. So what this means, oh, I'm not in the correct method. Sorry about that. We should be on the button request method. Now, sorry about that. Let's just run it again. So let's make the name we and the password 234 and the seconds to expire 10. So I'm creating a cookie, and now I want to request it quickly before it expires, and I'm going to show you now that it expires, but it's going to give us an error after 10 seconds. Okay, so it says that the object reference is not set to the instance of an object, which means the value it's returning after 10 seconds is null, and we can't set the text to null, so we need to bring in an if statement after we request the cookie that checks whether the cookie is equal to null, and if it's not equal to null, it should display the password in the label, else it should display that the cookie has expired. Okay, so now if we make a we cookie again with the password and 10 seconds to expire, we create it, it has been created. Now we request it, and we can request the value, but after 10 seconds it should give us the message that it is null, no such cookie expired. Okay, so that's what we want. So I'm going to show you something. If we set the seconds to expire to 30 seconds and we keep it as we, but I'm just going to show you that this can be anything. The cookie name is now monkey. So I'm creating the password anything, and I'm creating it. Okay, it says monkey has been added. Now if we request monkey quickly before 30 seconds is passed, we get the password. Now if I close my browser and run it again without creating a new cookie, I'm only going to request it quickly before 30 seconds is over, and I see I can still request it, but I did not create it. Okay, that's the use of a cookie. Now after 30 seconds though, it is going to tell me the cookie has expired. Okay, no such cookie, it has expired. Okay, so that's generally a very good use of cookies. So if you want the cookie to last longer and then a few seconds, you can just change the attribute of add seconds to add dates or add months, as long as you want it to be active or alive. Okay, so next up is sessions. Sessions is relatively almost the same as cookies, but sessions are only last for how long the user is active on the website. Okay, as soon as the user closes the website, the session expires, and the value you have saved in the sessions is also erased. Okay, so you can't retrieve it, such as cookies. So sessions, I want to save the username when the user clicks on add to session. To add to your session variable, you only say session and what key. Well, the username key. And what do you want to add? You want to add the txt session textbox.text, and when I request the value again, I want to display the username value in label request. So label request.text equals my session, which key, the username key, to string. Oops. Quickly run it. Add to session, request session value, hello. Okay, so now if I close my browser again and run it and then request the username saved in session, It's going to give me an error because it's the same error object reference not set to an instance of an object we had at cookies. So we need to bring in an if statement again, which tests whether the session and the key username is not equal to null. It should display the username in the label request, else label request.text equals no value to display. Okay, let's run it again. Now my session should not have any value. When I request the session value, it says no value to display, but now I set my username to monkey, add to session, request session value, it's monkey. If I go back and I restart my browser, it should not save monkey, okay, because the session has expired automatically. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you in this video. Good luck.